What's up, you guys? Brad and Derek are back here with another episode of A Brew for Two. For those just discovering our podcast, we call it A Brew for Two because we like to drink beer and talk about nerd shit.
Yeah.
This is episode number 79, so we're one episode away from 80, which is close to 100, so we're getting there.
Getting there, yeah.
So like I said, we're not drinking right now. Well, actually, Derek is. Mike's hard freezy.
Yeah.
I will be grabbing a beer shortly. I'm just waiting for my food to settle because I just had dinner and I had some buttered chicken and I had some ice cream cake later. And
Yeah, you don't want to mix ice cream and beer, honestly. It doesn't really usually go over too well.
No, anytime I would go out on a Friday night and have McDonald's before going out just to get something in my system, I'd be like running to the bathroom after a couple beers at the bar because it'd just be like puke central.
Yeah.
So ice cream, cake, and the reason why I had ice cream, cake, and beer do not mix. But the reason why I had ice cream cake, it was my birthday a couple of days ago. So I turned the young age of 29.
Yeah.
And one step closer to 30. So there's that.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, it's and I got my birthday present was a barbecue. So.
It's like the one of the besides getting socks, it's definitely one of those things that, like, you wouldn't get that when you're 18.
No.
29, hey, barbecue? Yep, there you go.
Well, it's also like I told my parents this when they came here. It was like when your parents want you to move out, which they do, like they want me to find my own place. But like when when they want you to leave the nest, they start buying you things that you could use as furniture for your new place.
Yeah, I don't know if they let you take that chair, but they might.
Sure. That chair? That's my chair.
Oh yeah, so then there you go. So you got a chair. I got
two chairs.
You got that whole entertainment system.
I got that. Yeah.
You got a mini fridge.
Yep.
And a barbecue now.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're getting there.
I just need a dining room set.
They'd probably just let you take this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, 100%. They would just let me take.
Yeah.
Actually, like this basement would air.
Yeah.
The only thing that would stay are this.
Probably that. Yeah.
The oven. Actually, they might let me take the oven.
It would depend on where you go if it actually has like an oven or not.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
And then like another point to it too, where they wanna do some renovations to this basement.
Yeah.
To make it look more like make it look nicer, a nicer downstairs apartment for a 29-year-old rather than a crappy downstairs apartment for a 29-year-old.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, because like they're not here, so you use the kitchen upstairs.
Yeah.
Right. They're gone for not like 90% of the time.
Yeah.
They come down every 2 weeks usually, but
usually every week.
Sometimes every weekend. Lately, it's been every weekend, but I don't know. I think it's fine down here. I mean, if you actually hook that up, that stove up and everything, you actually use it.
It is hooked up.
Oh yeah, that's right too. I forgot.
It is hooked up. It works.
Yeah.
I'm just scared to use it because it's just so old.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's another thing too. You wouldn't want to take that anywhere with you because it is so damn old. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. That stove down here, it got replaced with the
one upstairs.
The one upstairs. Yeah. So and we replaced it because this one was kind of slowly dying.
Yeah, because it's from the 1990s.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a burner. It's an electric stove, not a gas.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
not too many. You might see them around at when you're in student housing. I know
because they're cheap and people usually sell them and just get rid of them. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're easy to replace because I mean they're a dime a dozen.
Yeah, exactly. But I got a barbecue, which is awesome because I could start barbecuing here. Yeah. Like it's an awesome thing to have because it's just like the possibilities.
They're endless.
Yeah.
Cook some steak and chicken or whatever.
Steak, beer can chicken, steak chicken.
Yeah.
Other things.
Other things besides steak and chicken.
Pork chops, other things, roast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibilities are endless. started watching Lucifer earlier this week. I'm on season number 3 now. Right now it's been slow though because I've just been so busy.
Yeah.
That I can't, like, my parents are over. So instead of sitting down here and watching TV, I'd rather be upstairs and playing with the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, that's
Yeah. So I got to season 3, and right now, and I already spoiled it for myself.
Did you really?
Well, because Tom Welling is in season 3. Clark Kent is in season 3, and I was just like, oh, so I was like, I wonder what his character is. Oh, he's Kane.
Yeah.
And it doesn't reveal, and I'm not that far into it yet where it has revealed that.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you like spoiled all of it for yourself or something. Okay.
No, so like,
and he's there. Yeah,
he's sexy Kane because a lot of a lot of the comparing and contrasting I've been doing with the show, I've been comparing it to Supernatural.
Yeah.
Because Supernatural also dealt with Lucifer and hell and angels and demons and dealt with a lot of same stuff. And it was kind of like a cop show where something strange would happen in the supernatural world and the two brothers would come investigate, and kind of like
except this one is, he's the literal devil.
Yeah, exactly.
So if anything bad's happening, he usually knows exactly what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been comparing and contrasting it a lot. And in Supernatural, Kane was also in Supernatural.
Yeah.
But they made him look old, which so far I'm kind of like, and I haven't gotten far in season 3 yet, but I'm only on episode 5.
Yeah.
But so like, if Tom Welling is supposed to be Kane, and obviously you don't see it yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's only episode 5. But if Tom Welling is supposed to be Kane and he's the villain of the season.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious, like, it's obvious when you need a villain of a season, and it's TV makes it super obvious because they introduce a new character, basically.
Yeah.
They just basically introduce a new character like in season 2 of Lucifer, they introduced Lucifer's mom.
Yeah.
And that she was the villain. And then season 1, I don't remember who the big bad was in season 1.
It wasn't really a big bad in season 1. That was just getting into Lucifer and Amenadiel and everything.
Oh, okay. So there was no big bad in season 1, but season 2, they introduced Lucifer's mom, and she was the big bad in season 1. And then in season 2, season 2, it was Lucifer's mom. Season 3 was Tom Welling as Kane. But like he doesn't strike me as like so far it's just like, how nobody realizes you're Kane yet.
Yeah, no, and then eventually I assume they would. I actually haven't watched that season in a while, so
yeah,
I don't even know when it happens when they realize it. Obviously they're going to. Like
they're going to. So I haven't made it that, but like I think from what I read, somebody discovers the mark of Cain on his body somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if it's what's his name? Detective X. I don't remember. Can't remember if he's involved with it. I don't remember.
But I liked. But so far I liked Kane more in Supernatural.
Yeah,
because he was like everybody knew he was Kane. He wasn't hiding it. Like.
Well, I mean, yeah, he was. Like, no one actually knew he was Kane. Everyone's like, Kane? They're like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. He wasn't like, I'm not saying like he was like hiding it, but he was trying to hide. Like, he didn't want to be found.
Yeah.
Right?
But he wasn't being like, my name's John Smith.
Yeah.
Like, no, he was just like, I'm living by myself in the woods because I hate myself.
Well, Kane was in the woods. No, he had a farm, he had a house and everything. Like
he was in a rural area.
Yeah. He wasn't hiding though. I mean, he was hiding, but he wasn't like super hiding. I mean,
yeah,
he had runes on his house and his property so like demons and shit couldn't find him. But
yeah, so I started Lucifer this week. Doug Ford made an announcement on Wednesday, June 2nd. I guess kids won't be coming back to school this year.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about last night, like it just makes sense.
It makes total sense. It makes total sense.
Especially like you said, a PDD.
There's a PD day next Friday, and then there's 3 weeks left of school.
Yeah, but it was a good decision, I think. I mean, obviously, some parents get pissed off about it and whatnot, but
I always like reading the comments afterwards, just because they're just so funny.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, what is he doing? This is It's like, dude, it's like, come on.
People with crybaby-itis.
Yeah.
It's just.
I understand some of the parents who might have been home with their kid for the last year, but also at the same time, you chose to have children. So.
Well. Yeah, I just think, it's if they're complaining that because they're complaining because it's just people are complaining because they don't want summer to be here yet because some parents dread summer. I remember when I was dating my ex, she's like, okay, summer's coming. Like I'm not ready for summer to come because kid was around all the time.
Yeah.
And for a single mother, sometimes that's tough.
Yeah. No, I get it, but you also have your grandparents and everything, right? You could have pawned the kid off for a little bit or whatever.
Exactly.
There's daycare, there's summer camps, there's plenty of things for kids to go do so their parents don't have to take care of them 24 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Make them go get out of the house.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Turn the Xbox off. Turn the PlayStation off. Make them go outside and ride their bike with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like we used to do.
And then, watched a couple. Nothing really caught my eye this week at all. TV-wise. Superman and Lois has been back for 2 weeks, so I've been watching 3 weeks, so I've been watching that. Okay. I'm kind of getting out of those CW shows anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's like the only good one to me is The Flash.
Yeah.
The other ones, like Supergirl's ending as well. And it's just, I'm kind of getting out of those shows. You do anything special this week?
No, not really. Worked 4 days, was off on Friday, didn't really crap all, and haven't watched a whole lot. Well, I actually ended up watching the new American Pie movie. Came out last year.
Oh.
The Girls Roll one.
Oh, yeah, with your VPN?
Yeah, I watched about 10 minutes of it and I turned it off.
That bad, eh?
It's stupid. It's literally like what they tried to do with Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Trying to make it all female cast. It just doesn't work that way.
No. Let's have a pact to lose our virginities.
And then one girl's on there's a Stifler. And it's like
because there's always a Stifler.
It's not a good movie. I watched probably 10-15 minutes of it. I skimmed through most of it. The whole thing is them trying to lose their virginity before prom, and it's like, okay, I don't know.
I get that it doesn't work with girls because I get that it's not a group. I get that it doesn't work because it's a guy movie.
Yeah, and then
American Pies have always been guy movies.
Yeah, and because my VPN, I ended up watching. They have Border Wars actually, or not Border Wars. Whatever the hell that show is, we watched the inspection show.
Border Security.
Border Security. It's on Netflix, American Netflix.
Oh.
So I was watching that today for most of the day. Just I kept having episodes of that play. Watched 12 episodes of it.
Yeah, it's an interesting show because there's some dumb people that try to get away with stuff.
It's interesting. So there's some people try to get away with stuff. There's also some people that literally get pulled in for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one lady. She was coming from Iceland. She already got pulled into security in Iceland and searched. So they pulled her in again to search her again.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, I just been on a flight for 10 hours. What the fuck?
Yeah. Is it really a 10-hour flight from Iceland?
I think she was in Washington or something like that.
Oh.
So she was flying from Iceland over yeah. So she's I already got searched in Iceland. Now I'm getting searched again. That was wasting more of my time. I was like, yeah, I 100% get that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about us and what we've been up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, nothing really has been going on. I've been contemplating on starting my watch of Friends because literally I'm running out of stuff to watch.
Yeah.
So I'm just maybe I should give Friends a try.
I'm telling you, get a VPN. Opens you up to all the American and British shit too.
Yeah, no.
Because you have Amazon Prime too, right?
Yeah.
So you get the American Amazon Prime and UK Amazon Prime. You get a lot more stuff.
Yeah, especially with the U.S. and Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm having issues watching Crave right now because I have to. If I want to watch Crave now, I have to open my computer and type in Crave and watch it through my computer, where I can't watch it. Like this doesn't work on Crave. Doesn't work on an LG TV.
Yeah, because you found out what, Thursday or Friday? Friday that Crave decided that they're just not going to support anything 2015 and below anymore.
Well, no, 2014 and below.
2014 and below.
2015 still works.
Yeah.
This was the same problem that a long time ago, Cineplex decided, oh yeah, we no longer support Xbox One.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened. They didn't tell anybody, but all of a sudden the apps just started working, and then I had to Google search why the Cineplex app is not working on my Xbox One, and then that was the reason why, because it was no longer supported.
Well, that's one of those things because like they charge them to update everything, their apps and everything. So, and the Xbox One and the new Xbox Store are totally different things.
Yeah.
So like that's probably why they did it.
Yeah.
But it is still stupid. Like why just push the update for the other stuff? Like
or
people
just
still
tell
use it.
people when you're doing stuff. Like just be on Twitter being like, just a heads up.
Twitter, just send an email to the fucking your customers. Like, let them know, hey, by the way, we're gonna be changing this, and you're not gonna be able to use this type of TV anymore. And so, pretty well, you're SOL if you don't have a new one.
Yeah, get out of luck.
Yeah.
We have some news today. It was a little light on news. I had to go deep. I had to dig some.
Wasn't a lot going on today. Next week there'll be a lot of stuff because E3 is next Friday, so there'll be quite a bit of shit next week. But
so that's the video game stuff.
Yeah,
where they announced video games. They announced video games that people won't be able to play yet because the PS5 shortage and
it's the continuing of the PS5 shortage.
And I don't know, I think there's a shortage for Xbox One X. I don't know. I haven't honestly looked into it. But I want to buy a PS5 more because there's just more stuff. The
PlayStation has just like way better stuff on it than the Xbox Store now.
Yeah,
the Xbox Store is nice, but like I don't know.
I just want to play Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah,
and a couple of other games that have come out. Speaking of a group of teenagers who were once a comic book that turned into a movie that turned into a video game.
A weird segue.
Yeah, I know, right? I tried. That turned into a couple more movies is coming back in theaters. Where we are talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael, Leonardo, Donatello, and Michelangelo. So Nickelodeon's upcoming CGI animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot from producer Seth Rogen, so he did The Boys and Preacher and Invincible, will arrive in theaters on August 11th, 2023. So we have a date now. Rogen made the announcement on Twitter, which you can check out below, we didn't do the Twitter thing. Last year, Rogen revealed that the film will lean more towards a coming-of-age story that has been previously left out of the adaptations.
No, it hasn't. Hard disagree, but okay.
So the CG animated project is set to be produced by Rogen and Evan Goldberg and James Weaver through their Point Grey Pictures banner, with Jeff Rowe, that he's been involved with Gravity Falls and Connected, directing the project, while Brendan O'Brien, who did Neighbors Sorority Rising, is attached to pen the script. The new film will not only mark the first time in over a decade that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film has been completely animated, but also marks the first ever CG theatrical production for Nickelodeon Animation Studios, with Ramsey Nato, EVP, so that's Executive Vice President, just if you didn't know, of Animation Productions and Development, overseeing the project for Nickelodeon, while Josh Fagan is overseeing for Point Grey Pictures. Paramount Pictures will handle global distribution for the film. I love me a good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I didn't like the Michael Bay ones. Was not a big fan of the Michael Bay ones.
I don't want the Bay ones, but I'm saying that that this is we're gonna get the backstory of the Turtles, blah blah, coming of age story. We've already had that.
Yeah.
Secret to the Ooze was literally that backstory. That
I guess, but it might be different because this is coming from Seth Rogen. He did Invincible and The Boys, so those are some dark shows.
Yeah, I get that, but but him to say that they've never done this before. Yeah, they have with multiple movies of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They've all had some sort of backstory for the Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, and then Teenage Mutant TMNT 3. That all came out in the 90s, and that were Jim Henson productions.
Yeah, and even the Michael Bay ones, like they had. I like literally full, not even just flashbacks, like full scenes of April O'Neil being played by Megan Fox, like playing with the Turtles. That's where they came from.
Yeah,
they already had the backstory of who they are. Like,
yeah, we all know that they got what was that chemical? The Ooze.
Yeah, the Ooze. I don't know what
it was not Chemical X, because that's how to make the Powerpuff Girls. That's Plutonium X. No,
it
Chemical
comes
X.
from Dimension X.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh yeah. But like, yeah, we've gotten this before, but it's a new person's take on the Turtles, and and like the Turtles started off as a parody of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because so the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles master is Splinter.
Yeah.
Daredevil is Stick.
Yeah.
Daredevil fights the Hand. Ninja Turtles fight the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was created by fanboys of Daredevil as a parody of Daredevil. And it took off as an independent. It was an independent comic for the start, and it was black and white to start with. Before they became green, they were black and white.
Yeah.
And then they took off in the 80s because there was a cartoon. Shredder was voiced by the guy who played Uncle Phil in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, they were good. They were good movies. They're a good time.
And then the movies were in the 90s, what I'm always excited about, a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Well, this one's supposed to be fully animated, so we'll see.
Yeah, and hey, I was a big fan of that when we were growing up. There was a show on Teletoon. The Teenage Mutant Ninja, it kind of gave the Turtles an edge to them. Yeah.
So it was Teletoon at night, I'm pretty sure, actually.
No.
Or it might have been later at night, I don't know.
No, it was
during the day?
it was during the day. It was 6:30 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking more news, Wedding Crashers 2.
Speaking of reboots, yeah.
Well, yeah. It appears, after much discussion over the years, that Wedding Crashers 2 is finally happening, and we have HBO Max to thank for it. The streaming service is reportedly set to reunite Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson for a sequel to their hit 2005 comedy. It also appears that the original creative team and other members of the cast are set to return as well. Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, Isla Fisher, and Rachel McAdams are on board to return to Wedding Crashers 2. Additionally, original director David Dobkin will also be back in the saddle. Evan Susser, who has done Fist Fight and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So Fist Fight was the movie with Kevin Hart and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Is set to have penned the screenplay per listing. No, sorry, Fist Fight wasn't with Kevin Hart. Fist Fight was with Ice Cube, but it was with that guy who's in Sunny with a Chance. I forget.
I have no idea.
I don't know his name. Per the listening, production is set to take place this August in Puerto Rico. It remains unclear if Christopher Walken or Jane Seymour will return as well. They played the Isla Fisher and Rachel McAdams' parents in the first one.
Yeah.
Though they have both expressed interest in doing so, and let us not forget Will Ferrell as Chaz, the original Wedding Crasher, or the guy that said, "Mom, meatloaf."
Yeah.
Would you like some meatloaf? I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 16 years. I wasn't really like, I don't know. This is not one of those things that.
Wedding Crashers was a hilarious movie. Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn are a hilarious comedy duo.
And it wasn't one of those movies that we're like, yeah, we need a sequel to this.
No. But like Isla Fisher's classic line, "I will find you."
Yeah.
She has the crazy eyes, and then they become like, and then Will Ferrell is like the original Wedding Crasher, which he's just like, he doesn't crash weddings anymore. He's retired from crashing weddings.
Yeah, now he crashes funerals.
But he crashes funerals because women are horny when they're depressed.
Yeah, it's a weird movie. If you ever seen it, definitely watch it.
It's so funny. Bradley Cooper's in it.
Yeah.
As well as this, like the person Rachel McAdams is supposed to marry, and they also like have like a cousin or younger brother, the two sisters.
Oh, Bradley Cooper was the one Rachel McAdams was supposed to marry.
Yeah.
I don't remember the rest of them, but it's a good movie. But this, again, like this is not one of those movies that I ever expected to get a sequel to.
I didn't expect
16 years
later.
I
didn't expect it either, but I am glad that Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson are back, because they've done many movies together, not just Wedding Crashers. They did The Internship, which was these two schlubs going to work at Google. Yeah, and it was a good movie.
Were they together on Role Models? I can't remember.
No, that was Paul Rudd and Sean Ash.
Sean William Scott. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I think like this whole thing, it's just like we need to make sequels to movies that were like, this is now a trend. It's becoming a trend.
We got Bill and Ted lately. We're getting Matrix 4 at some point. Now this is happening.
Like, we got to make sequels to movies that are 16 years old. Like,
because everyone's like, no one will be. They're like, no one will remember what the first one was like, and it's like, okay, I remember the first one, and if you tried to make that movie now, people would get pissed.
Like, and here's what's going to happen in the second one. Well, Rachel McAdams and Owen Wilson are married now. Yeah. Vince Vaughn is married to Isla Fisher. They probably have a couple kids. It's just
more than likely, yeah.
It's not going to be as Wedding Crasher-y.
No. So was it like going to be they're going to come back? They're going to have kids. Are their kids going to become the Wedding Crashers? Like, is that what they're trying to do? Like,
who knows?
Are they trying to do what they did with like American Pie? Like bring them back as parents and whatnot, and try to, I don't know.
Well, American Pie 4, the fourth installment of the American Pie American Reunion, it still had that same.
Oh, it did, yeah.
It still had the same humor to it.
Oh no, 100% it did. It was all right, but this is gonna be interesting to see when we actually get some more information about this.
Yeah, so the information's coming. Next up, speaking of streaming services, Netflix show Jupiter's Legacy. It was a show that was released a couple months ago.
No, about a month ago. No, not even a month ago. Not even a month ago, I don't think.
Well, the cast of the Netflix's superhero series Jupiter Legacy have been released from their contract, effectively ending the show after just one season, so it's already been canceled.
May 7th, so barely a month ago.
Yeah. So instead, the streaming giant and writer Mark Millar will work towards developing other projects set within the Jupiter Legacy universe, beginning with Super Crooks. So, and then I have a quote from him. I'm really proud of what the team achieved with Jupiter's Legacy and the amazing work everyone did on that origin season. Mark Millar said in a statement, I've been asked a lot about what we're planning next with this world, and the answer is to see what the supervillains are getting up to. I've always loved crime stories, from Scorsese to Tarantino, and supervillains are always the most fun to play. Are always the most fun part of any superhero story. To do something exclusively focused on the villains, they might just feel incredibly fresh as we explore what it's like to be a bad guy in a world crawling with good guys who want to put you in jail. So it sucks that we didn't get a season 2.
Oh, it sucks that Netflix canceled it, because again, this is not one of those shows that like was actually good, and then Netflix is like, one season, that's it.
Yeah,
move on to something else. And it's like, why?
And they even like at the end of the series, they had a cliffhanger ending where you find out that the guy's brother is really behind it all. Yeah,
we're gonna get no closure to that, which sucks, because like this show literally came out a month ago. Yeah, and it was I'd assume very, very well received. Like people enjoyed it, and now they're like, nah, we want the Super Crooks instead. Yeah, like who the fuck are even the Super Crooks? Like,
but I think they spent too much money on to make this series.
Maybe.
Jupiter's Legacy reportedly had a $200 million budget, which makes this, because Netflix canceled it, it makes it Netflix's biggest bomb ever.
So then that's their issue then. They shouldn't have canceled it.
And I think they canceled it because it cost them a lot of money. And it was like, okay, that cost a lot of money. Okay, how are we going to do season 2 now? That's going to cost us more money.
It's like, okay, yeah, say that then. And be like, look, a lot of money to produce this show. Wasn't as well received as we thought. We're not going to do another season.
And they probably, some of the actors that were in it were probably like, they weren't very much A-list celebrities, but it probably cost a pretty penny.
Josh Duhamel was.
Yeah, Josh Duhamel.
He's not a B-list celebrity. Like, he's in a lot of shit. Like,
yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. Transformers series.
Leslie Bibb.
Yeah,
plays Grace Kennedy.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm ashamed to see that story be done with. But we're getting a lot more because Netflix has the Millerverse. I would say. They have Mark Millar has a lot more stories.
Oh, and motherfucking Kirkwood Smith is in that. Kirkwood Smith, Red Foreman.
Oh yeah. But he was in it for like an episode.
Yeah,
and he killed himself.
Yeah, I know, but he was still in it though. So it's like they still had like it was. I don't know. Maybe that's why. I mean, maybe Netflix, if Netflix doesn't want to spend a lot of money, stop getting like actual actors. I guess I don't know. Like,
well, yeah, I think. Well,
or just do everything animated. I don't know.
Well, like, So Star Wars came out in 1977.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, everybody thought Star Wars was going to fail because George Lucas cast unknown actors.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford was the most well-known actor in Star Wars at the time.
Yeah.
And Francis Ford Coppola pulled George Lucas aside and was like, you realize you don't have any well-known actors.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. So it's kind of like the same with this show where I think they had too much well-known actors. So and a lot of those well-known actors had like big contracts for lots of money, making lots of money on the show.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
And also, the show had a lot of special effects to it too, because it is a superhero show, and they did a lot of special effects with it. Where like you look at another superhero show, Falcon and Winter Soldier. He's not in this. If you really look at it, he's not in the Falcon suit all the time. He's not flying around as Falcon all the time. He's not flying around as Captain America all the time.
No.
Bucky's not running as fast as he can and doing shit in his suit all the time. So you got to make that as an account too when doing a superhero show. I mean, Jupiter's Legacy, they were always in costume. They were always flying around. They were always blowing up stuff.
Yeah.
And and all that cost money. So it has now made history in becoming Netflix's biggest bombshell.
It is what it is, though, right? I mean, it sucks, but
it sucks because it always sucks when the show's canceled because people lose jobs too.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Now that's been canceled. Everyone who worked on that and everything, who probably thought there was going to be a second season.
Oh, for sure. Even the producers thought there was going to be a second season.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Yep, no more second season."
Yeah,
that is it.
That is it. That is all. Jurassic World is next up. And this is just rumors. Nothing quite concrete. But Jurassic World might be setting up a cinematic universe. If a new rumor floating around has any credibility to it, may well be the case. Like I said, this is merely a rumor and should be considered as such. It is merely at this stage a unique topic of discussion worth examining in the world of what if. That said, a new report claims that Universal is getting ready to go full on Jurassic World cinematic universe at this stage. Much remains unclear. There is no information on specific projects or how the expansion would take place. So Jurassic World is becoming bigger.
I mean, it is kind of one of those things where I'm kind of surprised But I knew they were gonna. I knew they were eventually gonna do another Jurassic Park, like the Jurassic World, because the movies have done really well. I just see. I don't know if I can see them setting up an actual cinematic universe. For
No, because I don't.
It seems a bit far fetched for it, but I mean, who knows though, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Because Chris Pratt will be done after the next Guardians movie, anyways, right?
Who knows? Who knows with him? He still might want to do that. I know Dave Bautista's done, and Dave Bautista's done because he's 50, and it's hard work to keep those abs all the time.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, no, for sure, I get it. Because I mean, who knows? But I don't know. I don't know exactly how like they would set up a cinematic universe for Jurassic World. Like,
I don't know how they would.
They've already done 2 movies.
Yeah, like they did Jurassic World, and then
they did the second one where they went back or whatever.
Yeah,
and then I don't even know if there's even going to be a third one. I don't think there's even been an announcement about it.
No, there's going to be a third one. It's coming.
Is there? Oh, okay.
It's coming.
I don't remember hearing anything about it, but we'll see what happens with that. I definitely don't think there's going to be any cinematic universe set up, but there might be 1 or 2 more movies. Who knows?
Yeah, there might be a couple more movies, but yeah, I don't. The one last point I'm going to make about this is not every movie needs a universe.
No, especially movies that have already gotten 2 movies, or series that have already gotten 2 movies. Technically 5 now.
Yeah,
I want to count the first 3 Jurassic Parks in this universe, because technically they are continuations of it.
Yeah.
So, there's 5 movies. So I don't know, add another 6th and 7th movie. Yeah.
And last bit of news, we're going to be talking about Netflix Canada. Netflix is a big streaming service giant all around the world. Netflix UK, Netflix Canada, Netflix US, Netflix Mexico, Netflix, like it's everywhere.
It's literally everywhere, yeah.
But specifically, we're talking about Netflix Canada. Now, Netflix subscribers will be marking Canada Day with a federal tax on their monthly bill. The streaming giant told its Canadian customers this week that it will be adding GST or HST charges due to a recent change in Canada's tax law. The company says the tax rate will vary by province and start with bills issued on or after July 1st. Netflix users won't be the only ones seeing GST or HST in their monthly charges, as the higher taxes will affect all international streaming services available in Canada. The move comes after Ottawa unveiled plans last year to require foreign multinationals to collect GST or HST on digital products and services, something they said was fair since Canadian companies were already required to do so. Some provinces made similar moves to introduce provincial sales taxes on streaming operators in recent months. BC, Manitoba enacted a 7% PST charge earlier this year. So sounds like British Columbia and Manitoba has already been doing this, but overall, Netflix is no longer going to be only $14.99 or $13.99 or however. It's going to be $14.99 plus tax.
Well, I mean, this is bullshit, right?
Yeah,
they're like,
total
we're just
bullshit.
doing it now, and it's like, well, we've had fucking Netflix for 10 years.
Yeah.
In Ontario.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you're just going to start taxing it now?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not how that works. Like,
yeah, no. I feel like this is.
Especially if all other Canadian companies are supposed to have been doing it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they'd be like, well, Netflix has it, so now they got to do it. Well, no, they're not a Canadian company.
Yeah, no.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I heard rumors that Netflix is getting a building in Toronto, and because of that, that's why they're doing this.
Then they should fucking not. Don't do it then.
But it sounds here that that Ottawa, that the information that came from Ottawa.
It's got to be something with them. It has to be do with them building a building here, because we've had Netflix for 10 years and we've never had to pay GST or PST or whatever the fuck you want to pay on it, right?
Yeah. It's just I know like Netflix lost a ton of subscribers when they were like, remember when we used to be $8.90, $7.99 a month? Well, now we're gonna go to $14.99 a month. And Netflix lost a lot of subscribers. And now that Netflix is in Canada is doing this PST or GST tax stuff, I think they're going to lose a lot more subscribers. And
that's right. It went up $1 from last year.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it was $13.99 on $11.28, and then at $12.28 last year, it was $14.99.
Oh,
yeah.
but also like we're getting to a world where you're going to start paying like $250 a month for all your streaming services. You're not going to have cable anymore. You're the way you watch TV is going to be through streaming.
Like we won't have cable anymore. Give it another 4 or 5 years. I mean, I don't even watch TV anymore. I don't watch TV in fucking 10 years.
I still have my shows that I watch.
Like if it's on here, yeah, I'm going to watch it. But it's not one of those things that I'll sit down and watch myself. But
I have the option to like the cable shows I watch are basically Survivor and Big Brother.
Yeah.
But I have an option to on Amazon Prime to sign up for Stack TV or whatever it's called.
And that's all on there?
Yeah. But it always comes out the day after, but for those shows I always like to watch it the day of.
Yeah, but I mean, if you watch it the day later, what the hell is the difference?
Spoilers. That's the
Oh yeah, I guess, but I mean,
but also like Stack TV you have to pay like extra. It's like with Crave TV and how you have to sign up for HBO and Stars. Yeah, and then Crave TV starts at $5.99 a month, but then you sign up for HBO and then you sign up for Stars and quickly.
No, Crave's like $10.
Oh, is it Crave $10?
Yeah, Crave $10, and the HBO package is like $4 to add on to it, and then it's another $4 or $5 for the Stars.
So and then like, you're paying like $25 a month for Crave. Like it's stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but anyway, back to Netflix. So this is just kind of dumb. Like I'm curious how like much the price go down. Because we're already paying $15 a month for it, but $15 a month though is 2 screens, which is what I pay for.
Yeah,
I don't know what you pay for.
I think it's the same.
Yeah,
I think it's the same. So it's gonna be like what $15.99 plus tax.
Yeah, well, $14.99 plus HST and GST is probably like $18-19 a month, which. Honestly, like I might be canceling Netflix because like that's not. I don't understand. So the $3, but like Netflix used to be fucking $7.
Yeah,
yeah,
Netflix used to be $7.
I've had a Netflix account since 2015. I've had it for 6 years.
Yeah.
And in 6 years, it's gone from $7.99 to $14.99 now. Like
when I first signed up for Netflix, it's when the first season of Daredevil premiered.
Yeah.
So 2014 maybe, and I watched that, and it was good.
It was like the basic one is $10 a month. Premiums $18.99, and the current one I have, which is the 2, which is $14.99. So, well, I guess the $9.99 one will probably be $14 now.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's just one of those weird things where, unfortunately, we live in Canada. When they decide to pass laws, they don't have any opposition, so they just kind of do it.
And government wants our money.
Yep, 100%. This is 100% just a money grab because we have not done it since we've had Netflix in Canada.
Exactly, exactly. And this wraps up our news segment. Also, I meant to mention something before we got into our news. Somebody turned 40. And this somebody was McLovin.
Oh God, he's 40?
No, not the actor. Oh. But the character McLovin is 40.
I was saying, I'm pretty sure the actor is 40.
Christopher Mentz, please turn 31 this year.
Okay.
But in Superbad, he gets a fake ID named McLovin who's 25.
If you've ever seen Superbad, you have no idea what the hell we're talking about. But yeah, If you haven't, go watch it. If you have, you know what we're talking about. But yeah, no, I saw that. I'm like, and I said the same thing you did. I'm like, that actor's 40? No way. Yeah. Cool.
And so I Googled it, and then I understood the headline. McLovin turns 40 because he got a fake ID that said he was 25 named McLovin, and he was an organ donor.
Gosh, the movie was 15 years ago?
No. Yes. No.
Because if the ID said he was 25, if he's 40 now, it would have been 15 years ago.
I actually don't know. I actually don't know how much. Okay, so in the movie,
Superbad was 2007.
In the movie, 2007. So in the movie, it says his date. McLovin's date of birth is 1981. So yeah, he would be 40.
He'd be 40 now, yeah.
Yeah. So and his expiry date was June 3rd, 2008.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. So now that the news segment is wrapped up, we go to on this day in film and television history. And in 1952 today, the first sporting event televised nationally, Jersey Joe Walcott beats Ezzard Charles in a 15 for heavyweight boxing title. And that's pretty much it. Ronald Reagan passed away today, 15 years ago. Mark Wahlberg turns 50 today.
He's 50? Holy shit, eh?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
And probably nothing for video games.
No,
You're done with that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hasn't been much interesting lately.
So now we're gonna wrap stuff up. So if you want to follow me or Derek, I'm at agingerfin92 on all social media platforms.
I'm at King Derek and everything.
And you can follow the podcast at A Brew for Two on Twitter, at A Brew for Two podcast on Instagram, and just type in A Brew for Two, look for the logo, you'll find us. It's
If you have any watches on YouTube, everything's on Spotify. We're not on Apple because they're complicated. So
and I've been actually starting to make TikTok videos promoting our podcast.
Yeah. So if you want to follow him on TikTok, you can get to the podcast
it's
through there.
the same thing, Gingerfin92. Or you don't need to follow me on TikTok. You just need to have TikTok, and it might show up on your For You page.
It might.
Because because I use the hashtag podcast recommendations, and it usually caps off with 400 views. And with that being all said and done, I am your co-host Brad.
And I'm the co-host Eric.
Cheers, everybody.
See you guys.